afternoon. I am headed out to do a quick run for my client, and thought I would jump on real quick just to some few random things that are rushing on through. Random thoughts that pop in and out, and I'm on this fast-tracked healing, basically, is how I can accept it. It's purging out all the stuff that's been accumulated and not spoke about. Whoa. Today's been a good day. I had the morning off and the afternoon, and so I've been active and hanging out with my girls and doing stuff. Sorry, I see I slipped. Whoa. Well. Alright, you guys, that's just gonna have to happen because I'm driving. Tease what you tease. So we went out, and first we worked a little bit at the house and hung out and spent some time together, and it was fun. Then we went out for lunch and then proceeded on to a park play date, and it's nice to get out and hang out with the girls and soak in their thoughts and unbrainwash them. I mean, at this point, it's like I have both of them that I have all these years that I was brainwashed and that I brainwashed them, and so relearning, basically, like the real perspective of how it should be and how it's, so I'm soaking in those moments, just kind of taking it all in. We have, they're not bad moments or whatever, but we have our moments, and it may be, it's just like we're being normal. Nothing's wrong, it's not bad, but it may be a quick glimpse of the unpushy, healed part of me. Okay, so for an example, like, my youngest did something or was doing something, and then my oldest was like, in the manner that she would have asked, like, can you move this? It was told, move this. And then the youngest was like, but I can't. And then the oldest was like, yes, you can. Like, it was me. It was me. And so I was like, take a deep breath. And I was like, okay, sweetie, shift the energy, shift that. That's what I'm trying to change. Like, and so it took her a second, and so, but then she, those are the moments that I'm learning, because it was like there was no need to spend that extra energy in, well, you move it, you know what I mean, to answer her, let her figure it out, like, that's what I was just kind of grasping and trying to aim for, is like, because everyone wants to put everyone else's thoughts down or, belittle, and it's not in a sense of, we're not meaning to belittle them, but it's because of how we are raised and taught and treated. It's a learned behavior. And so I want to unlearn that behavior for them. And so, yeah, we all three, like, talked, and, my youngest is not quite grasping the mental, she's still young, so the maturity level of understanding the difference of life, you know what I mean? So to be able to raise her now with this perspective is exciting, but it's also too, like, I look at it and it's all, and it's not a struggle, but it is, can be moments of frustration, or not frustration, but of wanting, I wish I would have had my perspective eye-opener a lot sooner, and would have done this with my oldest, the lifestyle change with my oldest a lot sooner. And so I've expressed that with her, like, you know, I didn't know better. I didn't know, you know, had I had this perspective, we would have started living this life and style from get-go. The process is just fun. I'm enjoying it, and it is hard at the same time. And I'm just proud of myself. I'm proud of my girls. I'm proud of my oldest. For sure. She's opening up, loosening. Like, I'm trying to communicate with her, and I'm like, please don't take this personal. I'm trying to heal. I'm trying to fix this. Like, I am trying to communicate the best that I can without hurting or saying harmful things, because when you're on the flip side, like, she's me, that person on the flip side doesn't want to feel like, okay, so let me flip-flop, let me put this as in my parents. And I'm not saying that they did this to me, but you know what I mean? Like, my parents can't make me feel and see a certain way, but they did inadvertently put their pain and their trauma into my vision without realizing it. And that's what I've done to her. So I've just told her that, you know, I've expressed, I'm like, you're inadvertently carrying my pain and my trauma, and I understand, like, I don't expect her to fix my pain and trauma. It's not her job to do that. But as I'm healing, and she heals alongside with me, and because as I'm working through these moments of healing and whatnot, she's working, you know, like, I express and communicate with her, and she's able to maybe grasp and understand what's going, you know what I mean, like, what was going on, because I'm her mother. She's, all those years that she's been exposed to my pain and my trauma, she's picked up and learned. So to unlearn that, she's got to be willing to open up and heal. And I mean, she's a mini me. Like, I taught her how to be, well, not extremely, like, not everything. I don't take claim about all education, because, like, she's been exposed to a village, you know what I mean? Multiple people have a part of her, but yes, the majority of her strength and personality and dominance, or, you know, like, that behavior, personality, is because her mother has one, you know what I mean? Like, so when you are, for the most part, you know, you grow up with a strong dominant mother or father, you could possibly pick up those traits easily too. So she's just a mini me, and I see it, and so it's like she's mirroring me from different times of my life. And so, because she'll be like, I won't. Or if she has a set, and it just I kind of chuckle, because I'm like, oh, that's me. I remember that feeling, and I just was like, oh, just wait. You just wait. But I don't say that, but that's what I'm feeling inside, because I'm like, I know you sit there and be like, I'm not going to do this. But with me communicating and expressing the healing journey and my vision and everything, it's all coming together. It's all playing out. Sorry if I just went squirreled. I mean, I did. I literally just... I mean, I know we were talking about my oldest, but it just went kaput. That was weird. So, alright. As I'm healing with my kids and whatnot, and like as I continue to grow within, sometimes going back into I don't know. Hang on, I'm just at a point in the highway, freeway, whatever, of a bit more action. I think that's maybe why it took my focus of what I was talking about. So anyways, I had a session. I have not shared it as of this moment, and I don't know if I will, but it is in regards to my twin flame. And I guess no response is a response. So that's where I'm at. Currently with that, no response is a response. I will continue on and move about my energy, and if it's left behind, it's left behind. It is what it is, because I believe definitely in space, but I also believe in love, unconditional, no ands, ifs, or buts. And so yeah, I just feel at this very time, if you could go multiple days without responding, and I guess not making a very clear, I guess, I don't know, last message, because that last message was not clear, and then I replied back, and just no response is a response. And so I'm okay with that. I felt it for a set, like it hit me, because like I said, thoughts, they kick out, and so that's just what kicked out. It was just like no response is a response. It goes back to, I think I was saying that I unfriended him on Facebook because I didn't want to see his activity and stuff like that and whatnot, but because we had a chat box together and whatever, you could still see if he's active or if I'm active or whatever, and I don't really care, but basically, I would just jump on just to see if his light was green or if it was, active so many minutes ago, just so I know he's okay. But he's not responding to me any other way. And I'm going to leave it alone, except in my space. He knows where this space is. If he chooses to listen to it and whatnot, then that's on him. But I'm sharing it because it's a part of my life right now, and I'm not upset, I'm not angry, I'm not anything, but the last message was very unclear and of his, and so I didn't know exactly where it was going to leave us or what was being felt on his behalf. I've responded a couple of times and since then, and nothing, and it's been over 48 hours now, and so no response is a response, and I'm okay with that, and I'll move on. And And that's just the thing. Another part of me is like, well, am I digging too deep? Well, no, I'm not. Like, I did message him back as like, we're trying to take space. I guess I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying to push him to heal because never mind. I can't push anyone to do anything. I can't. I guess it just, and I can worry about myself, and I can focus on myself, and I am doing that, and that's just what I'm going to do. So during the meantime, the other side thoughts that are taking me there, I'm going to work on neutralizing them and pulling them away, because no response is response, and I will set a boundary. So therefore, my boundary is being set, and I will start neutralizing my energy and pulling it where it is deserved and wanted and respected. So, that's another part of my life that I've been dealing with in my forefront. And then, just lining everything out, just kind of, we're in the process of, we started doing some work around the house. We're purging out some of our stuff that we've needed to purge from, like, throughout the years, you collect those clothes that you grow out of, obviously having kids, they grow, so we're going back through some of their toys and clothes, and just purging, getting our stuff out, and getting rid of the energy that is no longer needed there, shifting timelines, and focusing on our environment. So yeah, I'm doing great. Gonna continue healing, doing what I need to do, and working with the girls. Now, I know I say I can't push people. I mean, you can push people in a certain way, like with keywords, key triggers, and stuff like that. You could push people in that sense. But I'm not saying, like, you can't just go to someone in face to face and be like, go heal. Like, I know I wish I could, but like, you could do things and say things to trigger someone's healing. And it's not that I want to purposely like hurt anyone. It's just like, I know my girls need to heal. I know there's trauma there, and I know we haven't really talked about it, and I know we haven't been in and out of therapy. So, like, you damn well better believe I'm gonna push to get them to heal. I'm gonna trigger them, because their pain is my pain. My pain is their pain. They've been inadvertently carrying it. So, anyways, what else? I don't know if there was anything else doing in my forefront. Just validation. I've been having things thrown into my forefront, as far as validating thoughts, validating my life, just in general. A lot more of those, and I like that. It's enjoyable to understand and not, that was something like, okay, so the thoughts, my oldest and I were having a conversation. She explained something to me, and she was like, I dropped my fly. Like, I went to Chick-fil-A. She went to go grab everything, carry everything in. She was, doing this. And so as she was doing that, she ended up spilling her fries, and she had said, I could have been rage and mad, and even like, I spilled my fries. And she goes, but I didn't. She goes, I was like, Mom, I was taking your technique, and I was like, let it go. It's not that big a deal. Let that energy go. And I was just like, and then I was like, good job. And I was like, now, when you were going to grab your stuff, what was your thought process when you did it? And she was like, that I was going to spill the fries. or drop something. And I was like, see, your thoughts made it happen. You manifested it. So when those moments happen, go to neutralize it. Like, oh, I'm not going to drop this. I got this. I can handle this. This is no problem. You know, so anytime you ever have like a heavy thought or a negative thought, you need to neutralize it with a positive, just like a battery. A battery, you have a negative and a positive, right? Ta-da! Guess what street I'm crossing? 143rd. So, neutral, positive. Anyways, I just looked up. I'm running out of time. I'm going to go work just for a couple of hours, and I'm going to get back to my girls and enjoy the rest of the evening. I love you all. Go heal, okay? Dig in and start healing yourself. Love and light to each and every single one of you, and most importantly, to myself. Love y'all. Bye. Have a fantabulous... Oh, by the way, today is September 30th. And the time is, it's in the afternoon. So, hey, you get me when you can. Therapy.